Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean Collins, and helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So it's that time again. It's your monthly tarot readings for your North Node for June 2021. And remember, as always, watch two videos. I want you to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. And keep in mind, if you would like a personal consultation reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. And if you're new to the channel and don't know what your North Node is or what it's all about, there's going to be a couple of videos linked in the description box below. So let's get started for this month. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly tarot reading for the month of June 2021 for everybody with their North Node in Capricorn and or the 10th house. So I'm going to connect and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread over on this side of the table is from the 1st to the 15th, and then the spread over here is from the 16th to the end of the month for June. Okay, so this is kind of a heavier reading, and I just want to say that, everybody that shares the same North Node by sign and house has much more in common than any other astrological matchings, like people that have the same, sun sign, moon sign, ascendant, okay? Because of the fact that your North Node is what you are needing to learn in this lifetime in order to move forward in the most successful, happy way. Now, the energy that I'm seeing, and this could be played out from different, in different ways. And when I'm talking about energies, it might not, the energies can unfold on a spectrum, meaning that think of, you have water faucets that have hot and cold. You have completely ice cold water and you can blend it warmer, all the way up to scalding hot. Okay. There's different, so it's the same thing when I'm talking about energies. Some of you might experience really hot water, some of you cold, some of you lukewarm water. Some of you, scalding hot or whatever it is, medium hot. So what's happening in this reading here is there is, the thing that's coming up is a lot of you tend to be overly trusting and, almost like, it's like when people say like street smarts, because your South Node is in Cancer and in the 4th house. You have that Cancerian energy, but it can be an energy of being naive sometimes. So like when a person that maybe that is super rooted, so with your North Node in Capricorn or the 10th house, someone that's super rooted in their South Node placements with Cancer in the 4th house could almost be ill-equipped to deal in the world, in the business world or whatever. It's like I said, that's extreme level. But what I'm seeing is there's an energy of, and this is for your learning. I want you to be aware of this. There's an energy of sneakiness, being fooled, maybe, someone doing things, behind your back. And as I said, this is all like, this is to learn to like wise up. You know what I mean? Like there's an archetype of the person that like, when they show you, you've seen this archetype a million times in movies, you've read about it in books, of like the person that comes from a small town that gets off the bus and goes, well, golly gee, this is the big city now. We've seen this even in cartoons, okay? And then they come, and then all the people that are the city slickers, some of them try to take advantage, of that, okay? That is kind of the energy that I'm talking about, is that sometimes, people, you could be a sophisticated person and an intelligent person, but also be like maybe somewhat naive in some areas in life. It has nothing to do with like, it's not being, lack of intelligence. It's about, maybe being overly trusting. And that's that because, it's really, the small town is like the home and the hearth. Okay. And so this could be playing out with, in romantic relationships. It could be, for some of you, it could be playing out in work relationships, in just general family relationships, in friend relationships. Just be aware of it. Okay. And what it is that this is getting you to change. It's getting you to learn something. Keep in mind that I've always said this on this channel, okay? The only way someone really learns something is by going through it. Like you can learn stuff, some things you can learn in life like by books, okay? But other things it's kind of like you have to, kind of experience. And so that's what's going on here, is it's to get you to be able to, it could be everything from standing up for yourself, being able to recognize when people don't have your best interests, when, you need to get tough in some way in a situation, work, relationship, whatever it is. Okay. It's about, because the 10th house in Capricorn, it's about bones. It's about growing a backbone. It's about being, it's the opposite of Cancer. It's like going out in the world, becoming the master of your destiny, forging a path, ahead, and it's basically like tough. You think of like, soft, Cancer, the 4th house, and tough. Both are important in life and both can be imbalanced, okay? But your task in this lifetime is to go that Saturn Capricorn route, okay? And that's why this is happening. Now, interestingly enough, okay, the two cards on the sides of the spreads, okay, on this line. So, these are your advice cards, okay? Now, look what two cards you got. You got the Empress upright and you got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Now, these cards both have a lot in common because they can represent the mother, okay, or maternal instincts or maternal issues. The interesting thing is, what I'm picking up here is I'm picking up that the reversed Queen of Pentacles, along with the Empress upright, is telling me that this Queen of Pentacles reversed is like your immediate mother or lack thereof. If because sometimes people that have their South Node in didn't know their mother or weren't close, but but it has to do with your physical mother, whereas the Empress represents the collective mother or the archetypal mother, okay? And the interesting thing is that, the Queen of Pentacles, is a different energy because this is almost like going to a higher level, okay? And here's what I'm getting, like a really, really big message, okay? Realize this. One of the things that sets apart Cancerian energies in the 4th house is it's like, and you have the image of the crab, right? The crab takes its home on its back, like it has a physical shell that it lives inside, or if it's a hermit crab, it uses a shell. And wherever you are at in this lifetime, you can be home. Wherever you're at, you can have the ability to be nurtured by your mother, by the collective mother, using the wisdom of your mother. Okay, it's about taking that energy, and it's not about becoming hardened. So you're not going the opposite of Cancer. It's not becoming hardened, but it is just bringing it up to like a higher dimensional level. Bringing the energy of nurturing, being the energy of self-love, of the wisdom, maternal wisdom, up into like a higher realm, okay, where you're taking it. And so when you come across, how does this play out? When you come across obstacles and challenges in your life, the way you want to deal with them is like a wise mother would do. So think about this. So you are met with a challenge. Let's say there is some sort of issue you have with a person. Maybe someone did something behind your back and it was a betrayal. What you want to do, instead of reacting instinctively like a normal way that we all react, we can go with our instincts. In this case, what it's telling you is it's saying, okay, what would my mother tell me to do? And if you don't have a mother, or what would a wise mother tell me to do? And we don't. Sometimes we have people in our lives that weren't necessarily our mother, like our actual biological mother, but they could be mother figures. Sometimes it could be an aunt. Sometimes it could be, grandma. Okay. Or someone else in your life, okay? So what would a wise mother figure, I'll rephrase that, what would they tell you to do? So the issue happens, okay? And you're trying to deal with it. What do I do? This happened, okay? You ask yourself, well, what would this person advise me? And you could actually, like this is telling you, if you have a wise maternal figure in your life, you could reach out to them. Okay, that is also, telling you that. But if you don't, and actually, what you do need to bring into your life is, remember, as I said, where you go, you always have your home and hearth. Okay, doesn't matter if you're in a meeting, a business, if you're dealing with some stressful situation, and wherever you go, you can tap into the advice of a wise mother figure. Simply not like think about it. Like, you know what to do. Like what would they tell you to do? Okay. And so like, yeah, I see some intense things this month you could be going through on different spectrums, from small little things going on at work or within a family and friends, all the way up to like really major things. So it's going to be different for each of you depending on how your path, but that's the overall energy of what's going to be taking place. Now, the second half of the month, what I'm seeing here is the carryover is being able to look at everything that has taken place in your life and that has taken place this first half of the month, and not necessarily doing anything about it unless it requires like urgent action, but really understand why it happened and recognize it for what it is. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, this can be like a breakthrough month. Okay. And the way you're going to break through is doing exactly what I said, is being able to recognize what's going on in your life, who is there for you, being able to like not, let people fool you or mislead you or mistreat you in any way, okay? And, on any level whatsoever. And it could even be, like I said, even like a competition between somebody at work or whatever, and you're not used to being, having to be cutthroat. I mean, anything like that. I feel like the breakthrough is just remember, ask that advice from that wise maternal figure. Now, the other thing too is don't run away from you got the Knight of Wands reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed, okay? So there could be, an energy and I see this too with, when you have a South Node in Cancer or the fourth house, there could be this energy of wanting to retreat. So something happens and it's like the whole crab energy, Cancerian energy a lot of times is like, okay, protection and then scurry away. Because remember that the Capricorn Cancer axis polarity, okay, is what's called, one of the things it's called the protection, okay, axis. And, one of the things that could come up is that there could be this wanting to run away. Don't run away from issues or problems. You don't have to lash out or react. So what this is saying is the way you're going to break through and make it through this month and, moving forward is when something happens, don't overreact unintelligently or don't run away from it, but pause, get that inner advice. Remember, the inner wise mother, we all have it in us. We can all just tap that in, that's good for anyone to say, like, wow, okay, what would a wise, old woman say? What would she tell you? Someone that knew, you ask that, okay? And then you can move forward and don't be afraid to, you might have to kind of stand up for yourself. You might have to get your hands dirty a little bit, you know what I mean? And, whatever it is, to whatever extent it is for you, this month, just don't shy away or shirk from, really kind of getting into it and doing what you need to do, because that is the energy, of what this lifetime is for you. It's like going toward that Saturnian energy, and Capricorn energy. So, really wish you the best this month. Please be brave, be smart and intelligent. Always remember that, you are loved and that, ultimately the, eternal collective mother is always there to nurture us. And, go out there, be brave, make good choices. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Be happy to help you in any way that I can. So thank you for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll see you on the next video. Many blessings.